Today we are playing as Dubwool. Yes, as the main attacker, and I'll explain why. As Dubwool has the ability where when you evolve into it, you can gust up any Pokemon on your opponent's side of the field, right? Now, it has a free energy attack cost, so what happens when you start using Ignition Energy? Well, you can attack for 80 damage. Now, you're thinking, that's alright, 80 damage is a bit poor actually now that you think about it, but if you forgot, my friend, this is in the Hops archetype, meaning with a Dubwool, you can actually go up to 170 damage for a single Ignition Energy, whilst also being able to gust up with the Defiant Horn. That's what this deck is all about. So I'm excited to give it a go. Again, forgive me for the audio, still trying to figure it out, but I'm going to keep uploading. I ain't going to let it stop me, baby. There's a post-wick down, so that helps us. The Zacian archetype's a weird one. I haven't really been prepared for this, but sure. They've got a lot of stuff that I need. I've got a lot of stuff that they need. There's a lot of stuff. That's the answer. I kind of don't want to go for a Fan Rotom, though. That's just an easy target for it. Well, I already have it out. What am I talking about? It's already there. It's sitting in the active, silly. So with this deck, Fan Rotom is actually pretty good. Not only can it, of course, get these boys out for you, but at the same time, it also can act as a pseudo attacker. You gust up 70 HP Pokemon, and then you just start KOing them with the... I don't know why I looked over there. Start KOing them with the Rotom, not Duskmon. What the hell am I on about? Don't listen to me. I'm talking nonsense. I think I'm going to go for a Hilda, though. Just get myself Dunsparce and get myself... Oh, I might want to get a Jet. Yeah, because I can just poke this Zacian for now. And does that set it up? I don't think it sets it up for a KO, does it? Maybe. I don't even know right now, actually. Does it hit a... Oh, yeah, it does. There you go. Just like that. Zacian is now one at KOable. Isn't that great? And, of course, you have Cramorant, as always. And you have the late game finish with the Ursaluna. So that's kind of how you're going about it. Effectively, this is replacing Zacian, but it's hitting a lot more damage and also gusting. It just seems better, in my opinion. Granted, it needs a lot more to do that. So you have to, weigh your odds. But I think that's incredible. We might even just win here, bro, if they don't get anything out. Okay, there's an S-Ball, and let's just see how things end up coming here. There's a Snorlax coming down as they bench a Zacian and just go for an insta-strike. Going into my Dunsparce is definitely just not the call, and going onto Wooloo is fine as well, so we're just chill. So, we're looking good so far. Granted, I think I am whiffing the KO if I play Hilda. I need to get that choice belt back, bro. So it's either I Hilda here and try and go for effectively a Dunsparce and hopefully hit it, or I go for Arv and guarantee it, but with the energy. Oh, wait, no. There's a card I'm playing in this deck that I forgot. I could play an Unfair Stamp. Now, when it comes to playing this deck, by the way, there was two A-specs I was debating. I was debating Hyper Aroma or Stamp. Now, this deck plays three Hilda and two Jack, so Hyper Aroma kind of seems obsolete. And maybe I'm going too far with the search there, but yeah, it just felt good to play those supporter cards. So yeah, I decided to go for Stamp instead, but maybe you could go higher on the Hilda count, reduce the Jacks, go for Hyper Aroma. It really depends. So, thing is though, I need to get this KO here. I think it's a very important KO to take. So I have to weigh out my odds here, and it seems like it's probably just better to Arven and Stamp them. This is risky. Stamps? No! You've got to be kidding me. You're saying the Stamp is gone? It's prized? That just straight up sucks. There is no way to put it. That is just bad. Well, that's why you deck check, folks. Okay. Crap. That's really bad. I'm just gonna... sure, whatever. We'll find a friend, I guess. Sure thing. Yeah, okay. That's really bad. I cannot believe I didn't check my deck. It's typical, isn't it? It's welcome to For the Win, boys and girls. We don't need to check prizes. They check us. Oh, man, that is rough. Pidgey coming down. Okay. They go for an Arven. Get themselves a Hops bag. Wouldn't be surprised to see Cram coming out now. Not at all. That said, we can actually... Another Zacian? Okay, funny enough, we can actually 1-8 KO Zacian with Cram because we do play a copy of Black Belt's training. So we can actually Black Belt and KO there. All right, so I thought this was the Zacian archetype because of the post-wick and stuff, but it's not. It is just Duraludon with the Zacian. Oh, no, that makes sense still. It still can hit big numbers, right? But now I kind of just want to gust up that Zacian there on the bench and hit it with a Cram, But I might as well just take out the one in front of me, right? That kind of makes the most sense. All right, let's bring up Dunsparce. And I cannot believe Unfair Stamp has stopped me from getting this. This is ridiculous. Let's just throw you here, and I will evolve you. And I think I'm not going to... I'm obviously just going to Hilda here, right? So I'm just going to not Gust. We're going to click done here. Just fail that. Runaway draw. We might even just get Ignition. We don't. But we have Jack. That feels nice. Let's go into Dubwool. I'll get us another Dunsparce down. That's fine. And then just Hilda for now. Just go for the knockout. Get another Dunsparce. That seems good. Throw you here. Whack the Ignition into play. Oh, look at that. Slap it on. Throw this here for some safety. And Do I go for a stretcher? Do you know what? I feel a bit stretchy. Let's go for a stretch. Whack this bad boy down and just take it out for 170. Now, if they KO me, I could get a cram play. It would be lovely if I could pull it off, but we'll see. Because we could just cram Zacian and then from there, go for an Ursaluna on another Zacian for game. That would be like the ideal situation, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Brock scouting coming in. They can go for our Chaladon here. And I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do, unless they got Candy in hand for the Pidgeot. Nope, it's an Archaladon. They do evolve into it here. Accelerate to that Zacian. To be fair, it makes sense for them to just go for an Insta-Strike here. They don't even need to go for anything else. And they've also attached a Spike Energy? Oh, that's kind of cool. Give you that, my friends. They're targeting my Hulu. I mean, Wooloo, not Hulu. My blood said Hulu. Hula hoop? What? Who's spinning around in circles, eh? Let's just throw up a dance pass and be done with it. Okie dokie. I was low-key hoping for a cram there. I don't know if I can get the Oko cram. I could gust up our Chaladon and punch it. Their hand is very, very bad by the looks of it. So that honestly seems like a smart play. Do you know what? Let me cook. I don't even know. I'm going to runaway draw. Screw it. Okay, yeah. Now, because of that runaway draw, I'm not too keen. So I think I just go for the Dubwool and just gust up our Chaladon and try and get a 2-hit KO on it. It's not ideal, but hey, listen, bro, have you seen my board state? Ah, yeah, there you go. Now someone's quiet all of a sudden, eh? I'm going to Jack and just get double Dunsparce. I can 2-hit KO so long as I get a choice or a belt next turn, sorry. Yeah, is it? No, it's choice band or choice belt? Band. Oh, God, it's so confusing, this stuff. Just get a choice band next turn. That's a KO. We just chill. We hit. We don't need to draw. We have another Wooloo. They could Turo. If they Turo, it's a wrap, bro. I mean, ideally, you want to cram here, but we'll see. Oh, no, I could just cram Jet next turn, couldn't I, with the Arven? Wait, could I have done that anyway? Oh, I think I could have. Well, that's tunnel vision for you. You know what I mean? But it's fine. They benched the third Zacian. I don't know what Blood's doing here. That's a little bit too much, wouldn't you say? As they boss, that's not really going to do much, to be honest. They'll probably bring up Snorlax, right? Snorlax is very telling. Oh, a Wooloo. What? Well, if you're going to boss to try and stick, you would definitely go for Snorlax. But I'm assuming they went for Hulu to try and, like, attach retreat, get a swing on it next turn, but could have done it on the... I don't know. It's fine. I think they got a little bit tunnel vision, do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to Poffin, actually. I know this is a stupid Poffin, so I could get Dunsparce's back. But I just wanted to make sure I have everything. Cramorant, Ball. Yeah, we're chill. So what we do is we just go for an Arven, get ourselves the Ball, and then off we pop. Cram will go down next turn, and then all we got to do is just Ursaluna with an attachment. This deck is just so nice. The aggression behind it is what's so fun. So let's throw up the Crammy, whack on the old choice band, and again, hold the hand. We don't need to do anything else. Dunsparce is our way out of an Iono, so we want to be safe. There's a knockout. Cram will go down, but they cannot, for the life of them, take enough prizes to win, and Ursaluna will definitely get us there. Assuming they take a KO this time. Well, they should take a KO here. Come on, you know. Yeah, of course. We know how it is. There's a research. They go for a Night Stretcher here. Bench the fourth Zacian. Blood's treating it like it's Blue Eyes White Dragon. You found the fourth one that got ripped away, mate. Where are all these Yu-Gi-Oh references coming from? I don't know. I don't even watch it. I don't play it. Right. Insta Strike or Brave Slash. It's an Insta Strike. Do you know what it also is? Death. You lose. You lose to the Wooloo. Well, not really, but, you know, it sounds fun. So we'll promote it. And come on. We all want to see some more Dubwool action, so I'm going to BM a little bit. Just a bit for the content, okay? Just a bit. We're going to go and we're going to bring up, because I don't want my Ursaluna taking damage. That's preposterous. We'll gust up the Zacian, and we go for a cheeky Jet onto the Ursaluna and take it out. See you later, my friend. That's what I'm talking about. There you are, silly. There's a stamp. Also, you want to check out the merch? You got the gradient here. If you want to support me, check out the merch and do the merch and the merch at tcglive.com, where all my deck lists are as well. So deck list down below, the merch down below. Have fun with it. All right, get back to the game. There we go. What a transition, should I say? Wow, it's absolutely darling. It's a bit. Whoa, the Gator? You exist still? Okay, sure thing. Let's go for a buddy Puffin. We'll get a Rotom down. We'll also get a Dunsparce. Starting the cram a bit tanky, but that's fine, is what it is. I will then Rotom and get myself some of the juice. We'll go for you, you, and you. Am I going a bit overboard on the Dunsparce? Yes, but I want to draw out of this hell, so we're gonna do that. And I can't lie, I low-key think it's probably correct here for me to attach retreat the cram. Because if I want to go for a Wooloo swing next turn, well, actually, no, mind you, a Jet Energy still will do the job, right? Because I can always just fan Rotom with the Post-Wick and just take out Totodile. So, but the odds of Iono are relatively decent. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to throw this here. I'm also going to throw this here, I think, and then just end my turn. I'm kind of expecting an Iono, but if not, I can always just Jack triple Dunsparce and hopefully just Rotom, and then save my Ignitions for when I really need them. That's really what I'm hoping for. Arven, okay. They get themselves a Pressure Trolley. Okay, they're going to TM Evo So it's not going to be so easy for Rotom to do some stuff. That said, the really good thing about this matchup is their hit and run, we obviously gust. So we are countering their strategy, but Feraligatr, if I remember, is quite a big boy in terms of HP, and obviously they can throw the Luxurious Cape. So it's a little easier said than done. But I'll tell you what, it's nice to just play Feraligatr. I haven't seen that deck in donkeys. They also have a Farigiraf. I'm assuming that's for the EX. I'm not bothered by that, my friend. Also, what I could really do is just constantly target their fish. I could just constantly target their Relicanth, no? Wouldn't that be smarter? Why are you going into... What are you doing? Brother, you do nothing. Oh my God. Someone needs to read the cards in front of them. Well, actually, no. It will block Ursaluna. I'll give them that. Maybe they're thinking like a few turns ahead. They're not already thinking to the end of the game. Am I going to complain? No. I'm going to go for triple the Dunsparce. And more Jet. And we'll bring up this Totodile and take it out, just so we can make use and pull off an attack. Because I don't want to attach Retreat here or like Jet into a Wooloo and it does nothing. So, let's get drawing, baby. Runaway number 1. There's the Jet. Already feeling good. Gonna Nest Ball now for the sake of thinning. Actually, no, I'm gonna get a Wooloo. No. Wooloo. I know you want to come out to play, Snorlax. That's getting a little too excited. It's not your turn just yet. And, man, I was kind of hoping for a Wooloo there. But it does not have come out, Runaway draw. Come on, give me the... I want the sheep. Oh, it's not the sheep. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. I also really don't want to hit Monkey. So I think what I'm going to do is something really odd. But do I do that? To be fair, I could just Jet into Rotom and pass. I was debating going for Find a Friend with Dunsparce, but that's probably going down if they go into a Feraligatr and attach next turn. But with 4 cards in hand, and we know Feraligatr bricks, do I risk it? Oh, I do like me a biscuit, so I think I'm going to go and do it. Oh, yeah, Find a Friend. This is too cheeky. This is absolutely preposterous behavior, but we're doing it. Let's get ourselves a Dunsparce. I need to draw more cards, he says, with a gigantic hand. Granted, probably should have got myself a Dubwool, but we'll find them. It'll be fine. It'll be okay when it's all done and dusted. They do get Feraligatr out. Yeah, 180 HP. And they Hilda too. Oh, tell me you got Neo Upper. That would be really fun. No, just a Psychic. Seems like they're going to attack into my Dunsparce with Monkey. That's actually kind of fine. If they do that, I'm kind of okay here. I can obviously evolve, heal off with the draw, go into Dubwool and just take it out instead. Or I could still Dubwool up the Relic. Oh, no, of course. You've got Feraligatr's ability. Ah, yeah. So that was technically unavoidable. Well, I could have kept Cram in the active, couldn't I? Okay, bit of hindsight there coming into play. I'm just debating what to go for here, but I think going for Relicanth. Do I just continue to target Relicanth? Is that my game plan? Just constantly go for Relicanth? I mean, it is like a critical card in that deck, so I'm thinking that's my game plan. All right, let's just go into Dunsparce. We'll see. I think that's what I'm going to go with for now, but I do need to, draw a little bit more, he says, with everything he already needs in hand, but we'll just go for a Runaway draw because I like it. How about that? Actually, wait, that's kind of important, right? I don't need the Snorlax, but there you go. Yeah, this is kind of a bit greedy of me, I can't lie. I've got no Dunsparces. What I should have done is I should have obviously just promoted Wooloo and just held Dunsparce on the bench. But you're talking to me. Me? Make good plays? No. Who are you watching, eh? Let's just go for it. And we are hitting enough for the rally, so we're just going to go straight at it. Take it out and continually target it. Now, I need to think about what I want to do, though, if they go for the Confusion. The Confusion's going to be a bit of an issue. Like, granted, I can Jet out of it, but I can't attack, really. I don't know. We'll see. There goes the Ignition. Go for a boss. Okay. Are you going to just take out my other Wooloo? You're going to go for my Cram? That is something I am assuming you either have the double Mind Bend or you know that in order for me to do any significant damage, I need to Ignition, so I have to retreat the Cram. So you effectively buy a turn hit. That's really smart if they figured that out. Yeah, they did. Fair play. I'll give you that. Honestly, I don't think that's what they thought. I'm assuming they just wanted to take out Cram because that's like the dangerous attacker here. So this Cram is going down next turn. That's just happening. There is literally no stopping that. So do I just Jet into... I think I pop in here for a Dunsparce. That's fine. Maybe I just Jet into Dubwool. It seems like that might be the move. And then I want to hold the hand still because I want to effectively... I know I could still attack with Rotom because, nonetheless, they are going to be moving damage for Feraligatr. But I'd rather them damage their Feraligatrs and me, get Gust KOs on them than allow them to just move off the active Monkey, But yeah, I want to hold... Okay, I still have a Arven to play. So I'll do the Arven and get you and you, I guess. That's fine. Yeah, because I always recover that Cram. And then just end my turn. So that's weird. That's very weird. But I think this matchup is weird, so I can't even argue with that, really. So what's the game plan here? What is the prize map? I think we've got to take 5 prize cards, right? The odds of us getting one on that Farigiraf are relatively low, in my opinion, unless I could pull off a crazy black belt play, but that's just unlikely. So it's likely that we are going to be KOing maybe the Feraligators, or we still try and target, if they get it, the Relicanth. Well, actually, no, it does make sense, doesn't it? It makes sense for me to maybe knock out the monkeys, actually, now that I think about it, and then just have have them basically have to giant wave every turn if I target the... Okay, yeah, maybe I've been doing this wrong. Maybe I should be really just going for these monkeys, you know? I don't know. There's a Mind Bend coming in again. This Mind Bend is being an absolute pain. I'll be real, but we've got Cram here, so that's kind of fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Cram with Jet again, because we're forcing my hand here. We don't need to attach the choice. That's fine. And I think what I do here is evolve this. Do I go for an unfair stamp? That's the question. I already have Dubwool here, and I want to be Dubwooling next turn. I can't lie. And I don't want to stamp myself into a bad hand. That's the thing. And also, like, they're clearly not doing much. So maybe I still just hold. I don't want to Iono. Honestly, I think holding might be the play. I think just go for the 1-hit KO here on that monkey, and maybe just try and target the monkeys for the time being. Or if they come at Feraligator, maybe just 1-hit KO the Feraligator. There's stuff to think about. There's stuff to think about. Because I could still go for Cram. Like, Cram with the unfair stamp could be devastating, you know? And then having a Wooloo still available that can come in and do some work. Oh, actually, yeah, now I can't lie. That's a target for sure. You see, now you're making me feel a bit funky. I'm sitting there going, oh, do I go for the Relic? I knew they were getting Relicanth. Do I go for the Relicanth? Or do I go for the... Do I get aggressive? Honestly... I don't know. Why are they benching that, though, knowing I play Cramorant? That's the really confusing part. They are going for a Torrential Heart as well, but that's, again, a bit risque. Oh, no, I guess you could just go for the... Yeah, you can go for the Alligator move, right? So you're going to hit my Cram and then go into Cornerstone? Do you know what? I back that. I do back that play, but you have to do it with Hand Disruption, otherwise it's kind of a rat. Yeah. I get it, but with no Hand Disruption, that is risque. Well, I guess I just return Cram KO. That just seems like the ultimate move, doesn't it? And then maybe I could try and gust that Relicanth next turn with Dubwool and Ignition, you know? And then maybe finish off with an Ursaluna. Okay, that seems like that might be the game plan. So, again, my hand has everything, so I don't want to do anything here. So let's just go for a night stretch. We'll recover Crammy. Come on, down you go. Throw this here. Throw an air balloon here. That's good. And again, just hold. Okay, well, first off, I need Post-Wick. But yeah, like, again, I've got the Dubwool Gust that I'm probably going to need. I've got the Dunsparce in case we do get Iono'd ourselves. You know, everything is just kind of here. So I think that's what... And clearly they're struggling. So let's just do it. We'll go for the 210. And that was a dangerous play on my opponent's side. I don't know why they did that. You obviously do that turn afterwards where you know I cannot Cram at all. But they ran straight into that bad boy. Granted, they can go again with Feraligator here. But I could take out Relicanth with a Dubwool. And they can only take 1 prize card after that. And then I just Ursaluna whatever comes up for game. Assuming they don't force up a Feraligator. Farigiraf. But what I do this turn, I think, is probably try and bench another Wooloo so I can Gust and then just have another Wooloo available. You know? Also, that Feraligator is doing a lot of damage to itself. I could just fan Rotom KO it. I honestly could just do that instead, you know? Well, no, granted, they do need to retreat. But when they're not using monkeys, right? They're eventually going to KO themselves in order to do enough damage to keep up. Maybe I'll just go for Relicanth. Yeah, I still think Relicanth might be the play with the Dubwool. But I'm worried about not being able to retreat it now, though. We already jet down. Okay, I've got some thinking to do. Let me use me old noggin. All right, time to activate brain like Jimmy Neutron. Choice Band goes here. That's for sure, right? I think I definitely Gust up the Relicanth. I think Gust KOing Relicanth stamp should be enough, but it's just about whether or not I can retreat afterwards, you know? Because I could just have a Dubwool sitting in the active doing nothing until they catch up, right? And that's kind of what I'm worried about. But I have enough energy to be confident in that, you know? So let's do that. Bro, this Dubwool Ignition is just stupid. It is really just stupid. Also, we do have Dunsparce as well. I keep forgetting that. So I think they did take a KO last turn, didn't they? I'm assuming they did. I think they did, didn't they? Yeah, they knocked out Cram. So then we just go for Arven. Oh my God, you're kidding me. Stamp's prized. Or did I already play it? No, Stamp's prized. Oh my God, is that twice? Twice I've prized the Stamp. Fine, have it your way. It's okay. We still win on technicality, maybe. Do I have a Dubwool? Do I have a Wooloo? I do. Okay, so now we can win next turn. We just need to draw the... Bro, what the hell, man? Come on. Let me pull off the Stamp play. I'm being counted here. Is that the Stamp? No, it's the black belt. So our last prize card... let me just be sure. Am I sure? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've definitely... My final prize is Stamp. I think that was 2 games in a row where Stamp was in the final prizing. So no A-specs for us, apparently. Either way, they can obviously just go into their Farigiraf, but we've got the Wooloo. We do need a Dubwool, actually. Oh, and an Iono. Well, look, we've got Dunsparce. That's something. It is something. Ignition. Bro, just give me a Dubwool and we win. That'd be crazy. Come on, you can do it. Oh, they're recovering Relicanth too, so we'll give them that. Granted, a Gust should just take out the Rally anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Well, it does to a degree. If we whiff, we kind of lose, but if we don't, we win. So this is really a big... What? They went for Bite? And you did... You didn't even... What? What are you doing? What are you... Oh my God, we top decked the wall. Oh my God, Iono is a lie. Well, look, whether they did the correct attack or not, it changes nothing. Because of Ignition and Dubwool, we just picked apart this deck, constantly taking out Relicanth to eventually win us the game. That is what this deck is built to do. Oh, man. And we didn't even get to use the Stamp again. But you know what? I don't care. That was a blast. Now, granted, this deck has some resistances, or sorry, not resistances, some issues. In the Dunsparce engine can be a bit finicky at times, be a bit funny. But when you have that many Hildas and Jacks, and you have like a ton of basic search, it seems to be fine in this deck. You are, though, very susceptible to likes of Dusknoir and Iron Hands. Let's not forget that. So if you see a Joltik box, run for the hills. You know, just get out of the way. But in my opinion, those 2 cards, both Hands and Dusknoir, are complete gatekeeper cards that prevent decks like this from being highly competitive, which in my opinion is bad game design, but that's a whole different topic. Everything else though, have fun, enjoy yourself. This is a really interesting way to play the Hops archetype. Scrap the Zacian and just go for your Wooloos, take out targets, come with the Crams, finish with the Ursaluna. It's actually really fun. So let me know your thoughts of it down below. As always, check out the deck, check out the merch, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.